Now, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Xblick here with the second part to What If Deku was Captain Falcon, as you guys can see from the title and the thumbnail. Now, if you guys do enjoy this, be sure to tell me either in the comments or by liking or subscribing. Subscribing would be very much appreciated. Also, if there's any other recommended what ifs that you guys have an idea for, hit me up with it and I will get it to you. Hopefully, if I like the idea. If it's any of that, like what if Deku was betrayed or anything like that, I probably won't do it. But anyways, hope you guys do enjoy this and just get fizzing for the second part to What If Deku was Captain Falcon. So, where we last left off was pretty much J. Falcon, or J. Douglas Falcon, however you want to pronounce it, or the original, the OG Captain Falcon. He pretty much was in a big fight with the Black Shadow, who is pretty much his rival, his arch nemesis man. And pretty much, like Captain Falcon, he was fighting him, and then he ended up transferring his power onto Izuku Midoriya, who was 4 years old at the time, who was also fighting kind of Bakugo and defending that kid. Now, at present point, kind of Douglas has been training Izuku up, and yeah, Izuku's been learning a bunch of different martial arts, like, I don't know, other stuff. He's also got Douglas's instincts and all of that. Now, yeah, let's just get straight into the story. So pretty much, we're going to start this off is just before the 10 months of training. As pretty much Douglas, he's feeling kind of, sorry if you heard that, it was my chair. Yeah, pretty much Douglas, he's been feeling his power slowly gain back up into himself, but it's definitely not the same as it was before. So, yeah, he's slowly regaining his power, but he definitely has transferred like 99% of it over to Izuku. And Izuku's power is also growing as well, as he's feeling kind of the energy build up in him as he's getting stronger. He's doing a bunch of different training, as I said, and yeah, so he's just built up a lot of muscle. And at this point, I can't remember if I said it in the last part, but Izuku and Bakugo, they are kind of chumps. They're very good friends, they're rivals. They will push each other to the absolute limit. And Bakugo has also had a quirk awakening. If you guys are wondering what a quirk awakening is, pretty obvious. It's where your quirk pretty much has a massive upgrade. So Bakugo's upgrade is he can form explosions from pretty much anywhere, like around his arms and legs. Not on his body or torso, but on his arms and legs, he can form explosions. And yeah, so pretty much we get to the 10 months of training, and Izuku and Bakugo, they're in class as normal. As the kind of guy, the man, teacher guy, he comes in and he does his whole jazz and says, yo, like, I'll get these career aptitude tests if anybody wants them. Well, not if anybody wants them, but if, like, to figure out what you're gonna do when you leave here. And everybody groans, like, oh, really? As he's like, nah, I'm just playing with you. I know you all wanna. I'm just playing with you. I know you all wanna be heroes. As he throws the papers up, as everybody shows off their quirks, as Izuku's just got a little flame on his finger as he's twiddling it around, just looking at it. As Bakugo says, as he's been kind of toned down at this point, like he knows he's not the best. Deku is obviously the best. He's got like 50% to 100% of one for all. It's a very big jump, but you know, around there of one for all just in strength. Plus he's also got the explosive power of his fire. So yeah. But anyway, so Bakugo, he like states, yo, don't lock us up with these losers, Teach. Like Deku and I, we're like the number ones. We're gonna be the number one. Deku's probably already stronger than All Might now, and I'm gonna be stronger than Deku. So, like, just don't lock us in with these guys. These guys will probably be lucky to be able to even get like D-listers, whatever he says. Just a lot less aggressive. Can't really remember. It's been a while. But anyway, so Teacher's like, yes, Katsuki Bakugo, I do see that you have applied for UA High School. It's probably what everybody is like, yo, UA, like, that's a national school, isn't it? That's like the number one school in Japan. As, yeah, he's like, oh, and Midoriya, you're going there as well. And everybody's like, yep, that makes sense. Like, he's the strongest in the class. He's probably the strongest in Japan of our age. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah. And yeah, it's like, so pretty much class goes on normal as Bakugo's like, yo, Deku, you wanna like train again? And by the way, Bakugo has met Falcon. But yeah. Yeah. Bakugo says like, yo, you wanna like go training or like hang out, go to the arcade maybe? And Deku's like, nah, sorry. Have to do like groceries and stuff. Like, it's Falcon's birthday coming up, so, you know, gotta prepare for that. As, yeah, Bakugo's like, oh, yeah, sounds good. And, yeah, so Izuku, he's walking like to the grocery store. As he kind of goes under the bridge, normal stuff. As his senses just go flaring up. They just go like absolutely mental. They're like saying, yo, danger, 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 pretty much. That's why his senses are going off. As Deku, he just turns around as he sees this green gooey sludge form. As pretty much that guy, he comes along and he's like, yo, I didn't know that Fruit was in town. Give me your body, kid. If you give me your body, you'll be my hero. That's horrible, eh? That's just disgusting. You know, sorry, keep going off track. But yeah, so anyway, he lunges at Deku. As Deku, he clenches his fist. He like rolls up his fist. He clenches his butt cheeks as he pivots his foot and he screams, Falcon! Punch! As he punches the sludge villain. And it goes everywhere. And yeah. So at this point, almost like as he jumps up out of the kind of pipe thingy, he says, have no fear. Why? Because I am here. As he like lands, he's like, Texas, and he looks around and he's like, what happened here? As he looks at Deku, he's like, young man, did you do this? As Deku's like, yeah, hi, Uma, yes, I did. Funny enough, I do know that there's like a thing against quirks, but like he was coming at me, it was kind of reflex, and yeah, he was just kind of, he came after me, and it was scary, Uma, it was scary. And nah, I'm playing with you, but yeah, so he's like, yeah, like he's coming after me, kind of a reflex, and also I was kind of protecting myself because he was saying something about giving me his body, and I was like, ooh, that's like disgusting. But yeah, so. Pretty much, almost like, what's your quirk, young man? And he's like, oh, my quirk, it's, well, technically it's got like a bunch of different aspects to it, but I like to call it like explosive pyrokinesis, which is pretty much I've got super strength plus I've also got a limited amount of pyrokinesis. So yeah, that's pretty much my quirk. So I was kind of able to do this. This one looks around, he's like, huh, I see. So, well, that was very nice. It was Deku's like, oh, here are some bottles. Do you need help cleaning this up? And I was like, yes, thank you very much, young man. Deku's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And once they start talking, and pretty much just like All Might finds out Deku is like planning to go to UA. He also finds out that Deku is actually no, he wouldn't know that. Doesn't matter. Retcon, like the second bit I was gonna say. He pretty much, yeah. And All Might they just get to know each other pretty much. Trying to figure out other things that would happen to them, but I don't know. That's pretty much all that happens. And yeah, and then Deku at the end, he asks for the autograph. He gets All Might's autograph, and All Might leaps off. Deku wouldn't ask him if he can be a hero because he knows he can be a hero. He's being trained by the #1 or the ex-#1 hero of America, and yeah, so yeah, so yeah, anyway, Deku, like after they leave, Deku starts walking to the supermarket and he gets the groceries and goes home. After that, he tells like his mum about that and goes like, whoa, you met All Might? That's like really cool. They're not as fizzing as they normally would because Deku's pretty much best friends with the #1 hero. He's being tutored by the #1 hero of America, so yeah. So All Might, Deku, he kind of goes and they set up a dinner for Falcon. As Falcon, he arrives, he gets to their places, they've organised like a big dinner, and yeah, and pretty much Deku tells him, yo, like I met All Might today, and Falcon's like, oh, you met All Might, that's pretty cool, how's he going? Deku's like, yeah, he's going alright, he seems like strange though, like he was in a hurry to leave, and like I understand that there's heroing everywhere, but still, as Falcon's like, I guess so, I'm not really sure. But yeah, anyway, they put that to the back of their mind as they have their dinner. Deku, after dinner, he calls up Katsuki. He's like, yo, like, I met All Might. This guy's like, nah, you didn't, you're playing with me. As Deku's like, yeah, I've even got his autograph. Like, I got another autograph for you as well. He's like, yo, that is sick. And yeah, so anyway, 10 months of training. Pretty much goes the same as they normally would. Deku and Baku have already cleaned up Dagobah Beach because Falcon saw and he was like, nah, that ain't it. So yeah, pretty much cleans that up, and yeah, Falcon kind of, what's his name? Falcon does also get, like, since he doesn't really have a job anymore, even though he's really blooming rich, he wants to, like, still help Deku even when he's at school. So he applies for the, for UA. And, yeah, so he's going to be the assistant teacher to All Might. Because, yeah. 2 wounded #1 heroes as your teacher. Epic. But yeah, so 10 months training happens, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip to action now. I'll just quickly go over. Deku does some more iron bone and iron steel, like iron muscle training and steel muscle training, so he can kind of withstand more of the power of the kind of his power, because this power's got like a massive backlash. Like, this thing is able to, I don't know, just rip a hole in the galaxy. I'm pretty sure. Like, that was in the like anime that happened. Like, there was a big rip in the galaxy. Not sure if that was like from his actual punch, but anyway, he's got a very strong punch, so yeah, he kind of needs major kind of, it has major backlash, so he has to build himself up, gotta be bulky. So yeah, at this point, Deku is probably looking like the Captain Falcon in the thumbnail, or if you guys are just listening to it, which I normally do. If you guys know what Captain Falcon looks like, he looks pretty much just like that. So yeah. Yeah. So Deku, he they pretty much go. Bakugo also does like different training as well, but this is what of Deku, not what of Bakugo, so we don't care about Bakugo. No, I'm kidding. I like Bakugo, he's pretty cool. But yeah, so pretty much they go to the kind of entrance exams as Falcon kind of wishes him luck. He's like, yo, I know you're gonna get in, but still. And Deku's not gonna go through the recommendations because, one, he doesn't want to because he wants to kind of test himself, and secondly, Douglas just straight wouldn't give it to him. Like, he's like, nah, you have to earn your place, mate. So yeah. So Deku, he and Bakugo, they rock up, and that's kind of happens, and yeah. So on like the way they like meet Uraka, he doesn't trip, but they just kind of get to know her. So yeah, she kind of says up like, "Hey guys, are you kind of scared as well?" And Bakugo just straight says, "No, not at all." He says, "I don't know, I've got a little bit of nerves. Like, this is the ~1 school you're talking about. Like, it's pretty nerve-wracking, Bakugo." Bakugo's like, "For someone with as powerful as you sure are weak." He's like, "Hey, it's a bit mean." But anyway, so he's like, "Anyway, hi, my name's Izuku Midora." As brown-haired girl, Ochako, says, "Hey, my name's Ochako Uraka. Like, you know, we should probably get going in. Test will start soon." So they all go. Alright. So they all go in, and yeah. So pretty much test goes normal. The written portion, Deku is a genius. He's not actually he's a very tactical genius. Like, he can think very quickly on the spot, and pretty much he can think of a kind of, there'll be like a 1 in 100 chance that he's gonna win. So there's like 1 out of 100 that he'll actually win the match. If not, he'll just lose. So yeah, that's kind of that. But he can still figure out that 1 kind of % chance that he will win, and he will mostly get it. Most of the time get it. Hopefully you guys got that. That kind of made no sense, but yeah. So anyway, so he's quite smart. He gets like a 98% on the test. He like got half marks for a couple of questions. But yeah, so yeah, so pretty much that all happens, and then they go into the auditorium. Deku and Bakugo are sitting next to each other because in the same kind of school, went to the same school, so they're next to each other. Deku doesn't mutter because he's not a nerd. And yeah, so pretty much the whole situation with Ida happens, but nobody really speaks up apart from Prison Mike. Prison Mike's like, yo, like, it pretty much goes the same situation as canon, except like, he doesn't call out Izuku because Izuku isn't kind of talking. Sorry. But yeah, so they get to the kind of gates. They go to the different zones. Bakugo and Deku are not in the same zones because they're not. But yeah, so Izuku, he kind of goes to sing, and he sees Uraka, and he's like, hi, she looks pretty nervous. So he goes up, she's like, yo, he gets ready to say, like, yo, this is gonna be no problem, and everything, as he feels a kind of hand on his shoulder. Deku quickly grabs the hand as he, like, lifts it up and prepares to twist it. As he looks, and he sees it's the kind of blue-haired guy with glasses that was speaking up before. He's just like, sorry, is like, it's okay, as he's like holding onto his hand. And anyway, Deku's like, anyway, did you want something? As Ida replies, yes, I saw you were going to talk to that girl. I won't let you sabotage her. As Deku's like, I wasn't going to. Why would you be going to a hero school if you wanted to sabotage somebody? That's like not heroic. That's just bad. That's like not good. It's like, so what were you going to do? And it's like, I mean, she's visibly like scared, like, and like nervous. So I was just gonna calm her down, saying like, yo, it's gonna be okay. She's like, okay, carry on. Is Deku, he walks over, he's like, he places a hand on Uraka, and he's like, hey, like, it's okay, like, you'll do fine. You're gonna be all good, and you're going to get into the school. You're gonna be all good. As Uraka's like, you really think so? And he's like, yeah, you can be all good. And she's like, okay, thanks. And she's like, yeah, you're welcome. But yeah. So anyway, the gates start to open as kind of flames start to flicker off of Deku. Pretty much how All For One does, but with flames, because it doesn't have not All For One, One For All. Sorry. Yeah, he doesn't have One For All, so he flames start flickering off him as soon as there's enough kind of room for him to get through, he just blitzes through. He's gone from like anybody's sight by the time they look at him. Everybody's like, the hang's there. He's gonna get disqualified. As kind of President Mike, he pulls up on the speaker. He's like, follow that guy. Like, there ain't no things in a heroes. There ain't no countdowns in a real like villain battle. They don't give you time to talk or to prepare yourself, or they won't count you down. So you better get going. As everyone's like, oh yeah. So they get going, and by the time they get like through the gates, they see the carnage that Deku has made. There's just robots on top of robots, like ripped apart from other robots. A lot of carnage and destruction and sadness. Not good. But yeah. So pretty much there's a lot of carnage going on and a lot of dead robots. So yeah. And yeah, so anyway, Deku, he's just racking up points like nothing else. By the time like everybody else starts destroying robots, he's already got like 50 points. He starts saving people who are about to get solely smacked by some other people. Yeah, like they're gonna get smacked by some other robots or get hurt. So he saves them, gets some hero points. And yeah, so anyway, he starts racking up points. By the time it's like, I don't know, by the time he gets to 5 minutes to the end or whatever it is, by the time the kind of 0 pointer rocks up, he's got probably about 200 points, I'd say, maybe, or 150 points. Yeah, 150 points. Yeah, so he sees the kind of thing, yeah, as he feels the rumbling going on, and he's like, yo, what's going on here? Yeah, he sees the kind of carnage, and he sees the big ass robot that's coming towards him. He's like, huh, that's a big robot. Yep, that's a big robot. So yeah, I'm gonna take it down. So anyway, he starts running towards it as he hears help me, please, I'm stuck. That voice crack, sorry. As he looks like towards the feet of the kind of 0-pointer, as he sees Uraka stuck under rubble, which I don't really understand. She's got a weightless quirk, like she's got a quirk that makes everything weightless. How do you get stuck under rubble? Anyway, I'm not gonna question it. But yeah. So pretty much, Deku, he like runs over as he just grabs the rock and just yeets it. Like he yeets it and it hits the 0-pointer. It doesn't like hit the 0-pointer, but it just kind of annoys it. As Deku, he grabs Uraka, kind of bridal style, as he blitzes back, and he blitzes back to like the entrance as he starts like running back towards the 0-pointer. Everybody's like, wait, you can't take that thing on, are you crazy? And he's like, you guys just wait. As he just jumps up, as he kind of does, if you guys know what a raptor boost is in Smash Bros, he does that. So he kind of like blows up the ground as he just launches up, as he grips onto the face of the drips onto like the face of the 0-pointer, and that big red eyes where it is, as he just blows it up, as he does a backflip, and then he like backflips off it while exploding, and then he screams out, Falcon, kick, as he kicks and boosts it, and he goes straight, his foot just goes straight through, and he just goes straight through the 0-pointer's head, destroying it. As everybody's just looking in shock, and just everybody's just kind of impressed at this kind of marvel that's going on in front of them. It's like, whoa. Yeah, they're like, what the jazz was that? Like, that's skill. And Deku kind of lands back down as, he blitzes it out of there before he can get kind of crushed by the 0-pointer. And and then that's when the thingy is called. That's when the kind of, what would you call it? The entrance exam is finished and called off, as President Mike's like, yo, that's the end. If you are hurt, then go see your recovery girl. If you are not hurt, then, well, laters. So yeah, Deku, he goes to put in checks on Uraka. He's like, hey, you okay? She's like, yeah, that was amazing. She's like, thanks, it wasn't that bad. It's like, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool though. Like, yeah, it wasn't bad. It was pretty. That was epic, my guy. That was epic. He's like, oh, thanks. That was a voice crack again. Very sorry about that one as well. But yeah. So anyway, Deku kind of helps Uraka to recovery girl. Recovery girl kisses her. All better. Yay. Uraka is now healed, and Deku goes home, and he's like, when he gets home, Falcon, he kinda is there just talking to Inko. They're not dating or anything, just really good friends. He's like, hey champ, how did it go? Deku's like, oh, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, you know. That wasn't bad. That was, I think I got in. Deku's like, Falcon's like, you count how many? And Deku's like, well, from the robots I destroyed, I think I got about 157, I think. possibly more. I did destroy a giant, like, robot as well, but it was worth 0 points, so, I don't know. Falcon was like, oh, so you were showing off, and Deku was like, no, there was a girl in trouble, like, had to save her. Had to be like the full-on gentleman that you have groomed me out to be. Yes. Falcon's like, yep, that's how it goes. That's what you should be doing. You should be saving everybody. Like, it doesn't matter if it ain't got no points. Like, you gotta save everybody. So he's like, yeah, well, it is a hero school, so could be points for saving people. Who knows? And Falcon's like, yeah, that'd be good. It's like, yeah. Falcon already knows. He knows that Deku got in. He knows the exact amount of points that Deku got. If you guys are wondering, Deku got 80 hero points because he saved Uraka and flawlessly and destroyed the robot without any casualties or much collateral damage. So he got 80 hero points, making his score 237 points. Yes. So, yeah, that's how many points Deku got. I'm pretty sure Deku, I'm gonna say All Might got like 300, so, well, I don't know, would he have had one for all at that point, and would he have been, he would have been, yeah, so anyway, that happens, and he calls up Baku, he's like, yo, you get your, like, acceptance letter yet? As Baku goes like, yeah, I did, got second. I wonder who got first, as Deku's like, yeah, okay, shut up. Baku's like, no, but seriously, that's, how many did you get? As Deku's like, yeah, I think 237. As Baku's like, I wasn't that far off, as Deku was like, how much did you get? 130. So he's like, do you do hero points, did you like save people as well? As Baku's like, no, why? Deku's like, do you realize there were hero points, right? Like, I originally had like 157, but I then got 80 hero points. So, yeah. So, that was pretty cool. Yeah, so, Baku's like, damn it! I could have saved people and I would have gone higher than you. Deku's like, nah. Also, did you defeat like the 0 pointer in your thing? He was like, yeah, not hard. But I didn't get any points for it. So he was like, no. Oh well. Yeah, so Deku and Bakugo, they kind of chat for a little bit. And yeah, so Deku, he rocks up to school the next day. Oh, actually no, I mean there was a couple of days later, because they also got to talk to the kind of guy, the principal at their school, or the teacher. I don't really know who he was, but pretty much she's like, wow, I couldn't believe like that 2 people from our class, actually, I can believe that you guys are way too strong. If like they didn't let you guys in, they've got something wrong with you. So he's just not even like playing. He just says it outright. He doesn't care. He's like, oh, come on, sir. Like, we're not that strong. This Baku's like, we're not that. You're being trained by the #1 hero of America. Like, one of the strongest heroes in the world. Was one of the strongest heroes in the world. Like, how are you not strong? His Deku's like, I guess so, yeah, I'm pretty strong. Baku's like, there you go. Stop being so modest. Deku's like, I don't know, it's how I've been brought up. So, yeah. Anyway, so they go to school the next day. As they rock up, they're one of the kind of first-ish people there. And, yes, there's only a couple other people. There's Ida, there's Todoroki, there's Momo. Pretty much just them. As they rock in, they open the door, because they find the room pretty easy, because they look at the map of where to go. And they just look up at the door and they're like, it's kind of fitting. Like, there's probably some pretty big quirks So Deku's like, yeah, would be kind of funny. As anyway, they open up the door as they're like preparing for it to be like quite heavy. As they just Deku gets ready to biff, he just like gets ready to throw the door open. As he creaks it a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, this is very light." As he just pulls it open, as he looks in, he's like, "Huh, it's pretty cool." Anyway, so they go to sit down as Deku and Bakugo. They pretty much sit kind of in their normal spots because I don't know, why not? As Deku puts his, or Bakugo puts his feet up, as Ida's like on him as soon as his heel gets like a millimeter away from the desk. He's like, "How dare you disrespect these fine desks that our upperclassmen have previously used?" Bakugo's like, "Huh? What are you on, big man?" Is kinda Ida's like, "Don't put your feet on the desks. It's disrespectful." Deku's like, "It kind of is, but I don't know. I can't really be bothered." So, anyway, kind of Ida and Bakugo, they kind of go at each other. That goes on for a little bit, and everybody comes in. Uraraka comes in. She's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" As kind of Deku's like, "Oh hey Uraraka, I'm glad to see you got in." And Uraraka's like, "I would say the same about you, but it was pretty obvious." Deku's like, "Why is everybody saying I'm super strong? Like, yeah, I'm super strong, but still." And yeah, so kind of Bakugo just goes out. He's like, "Izuku Midoriya, stop being modest. I have no doubt in your mind that you could wipe this entire class. Apart from me, of course, but you could wipe this entire class, like, easy." As Deku's like, "You realize, Bakugo, these guys also got into UA, right? Like, you gotta realize that." And yeah, so pretty much Bakugo and Deku, they're kind of taunting each other. As Deku sees the kind of door slide open, Uraraka's gonna be early in this, so yeah. Anyway, Deku sees the door slide open. He looks over and he sees a goddess. No, I'm playing with you, but yeah, pretty much he sees this kind of quite tall girl with blonde hair and glasses with blue eyes. If you guys know who this is, then pretty obvious. But yeah, it's pretty much he sees that and he's like, "Whoa." And yeah, he just approaches her and he's like, "Hi, my name's Izuku Midoriya." And she's like, "Hi, I'm Melissa Shields." Deku's like, "Shield? David Shield? Huh, you're David Shield's daughter, right?" And she's like, "How do you know?" Deku's like, "Have my ways." I have my ways. She's like, "Huh, that's pretty cool." Anyway, it's pretty cool. Deku's like, "Hey, I didn't see it at the entrance exams. You go recommended." She was like, "Yeah, since my dad's kind of one of the best kind of people, best kind of inventors in the world, he kind of got me in through recommendation." Deku's like, "That's pretty cool." Yeah. He says like, "Yo, do you have a quirk? What's your quirk?" She's like, "Oh, I'm quirkless." Deku's like, "That is impressive that you got into the school when you put quirkless. Like, that is really cool." She's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. I've also made myself, I've also kind of, I guess, made physical enhancements on myself a little bit." She's like, "That's cool." She's like, yeah, I guess so." He's like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." Anyway, at this point, Melissa kind of sits down next to Izuku, and this is when Aizawa kind of huddles in through the door in a sleeping bag, and he's like, "Yo, if you guys are here to make friends, might as well pack up and leave." Everybody just looks over. He's like, "Hanani, what?" As Izuku's like, "Oh, Eraserhead, I guess you're our teacher." He's like, "You get on quick, Midoriya. Anyway, put these on and meet me outside, is he just throws one at Izuku, and Izuku's like, nah. No questions asked, just leaves. He's had enough from Falcon. Falcon just pops random stuff on him all the time, so Deku he just says, yep, okay, not questioning it, just alright. So he goes out, everybody else is like, but what about, as I was like, we don't need orientation, that's just, like, if you need somebody else to validate how great you are, you might as well not be here. I've only got 3 years to kind of pipe you guys, bring you guys up into proper heroes, so, yeah, you guys better get going. Follow him. Izuku's like, everybody's like, yeah, okay. So anyway, as the boys rock in, they just see Izuku's chiseled Greek god physique. Like, he makes the Greek gods look like scrawny. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, they just see his physique, he's built. He's got like a 1% fat. Like, he is muscle. Like, you can see every single fiber of muscle in his, like, through his skin. Everybody's like, whoa, this kind of, what's his name? Kirishima's like, yo, dude, like, what are you doing? Deku's like, there's a big list. There is a big list. Baku's like, you don't want to do what he does. He's insane. I've tried. I have to do like the lower levels of what he does. He's too strong. Kirishima's like, that's cool. It's pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty much they all go out. Everybody thinks like the Mineta scene is the first time. It's not. It's the second time they go to the when they get ready for their hero suits. It's not the first kind of scene, it's the second one. But yeah, so they all go outside, and yeah, pretty much Aizawa throws Deku the ball. He's like, hey, like, take this. His Deku's like, am I throwing it with or without my quirk? Aizawa's like, with your quirk. First, how far did you get in the average in middle school in softball throw? Deku's like, oh, I think I got about 150 meters. Now, guys, I know you guys might be thinking, like, 150 meters is really far. Yes, it is. But this is Izuku Midori we're talking about. He's got the physique of a Greek god. Like, he's built. So, yeah. Aizawa's eyes just like, he winds away. He's like, that's very impressive. Anyway, throw it with your quirk. Deku's like, alright. As flames start flaring up by his hand, as they start flaring up by his hand, they start kind of flicking off his body. As he just pivots his foot, as he screams, Falcon Punch! As he throws the ball. Even though it's not Falcon Punch, but yeah, he throws the ball as it goes, like, flying. I want to say it would go into orbit, but I don't want to make Deku that broken. That's a problem. But yeah, as Deku throws the ball, it goes into orbit, might as well. It goes into orbit as pretty much a bird shape starts flaring off of his hand as he throws it, as it's pretty much like a phoenix bird thing. It's just trailing with the ball until it reaches outer space. As I was like, infinity. As everybody's like, what? Infinity? That's not right. As I was like, that's it's very impressive. Anyway, yeah, and everybody's like, that's so insane, but that's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. We can like use our quirks and all that. It's gonna be epic. As I was just waiting to get a little bit angry, and he's like, It's gonna be fun, you say. Alright. Last person to come in last gets expelled. Everybody's like, what? That's not fair, we just got here. Is kinda, as I was like, yeah. Doesn't matter if it's unfair, I can rule my class however I like. If I I expelled my entire class like last year, like you guys can skid that if you like think it's too hard. So everyone's like, okay. So anyway, balls throws goes, pretty much everybody gets the same. Melissa gets, for the ball throw, I'm gonna say she gets like 400 from her physical enhancements, because I'm pretty sure that's set. Yeah, she is, if you guys can tell like who it is, but anyway, but yeah, so she kind of uses her kind of physical enhancements as she gets, I'm gonna say she gets like third. It's Deku, he gets first in literally everything. Like, he's faster than Ida by far. Like, he gets there very quick. He gets like 500 meter, he's already there by the time he's clipped the thing. He's like, yeah, he's there. Kind of the jumpy thingy, he clears it. He doesn't beat Bakugo, but he clears it pretty much. And yeah, sorry, yawn. And yeah, pretty much everything he beats. The push-ups and sit-ups are literally baby work for him. Like, he does that with like 500 kegs on his back. He does like 100 push-ups with 500 kegs on his back. He's stupidly strong. Yeah, so he does all that. It's pretty light work for him. He gets first, Bakugo gets second, Melissa gets third, Momo gets fourth, and yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, so anyway, they all kind of finish up. Turns out, I'm pretty sure Hagakure came like second to last. So I'm gonna say Hagakure came. No, like Hagakure. I'm just gonna say it's 21 in the class. I can't be bothered. But yeah. Now Hagakure. No. I'm just kicking out Hagakure. Sorry, Toro. Sorry, Toro. Toro. Hagakure. Invisible. I can't speak. Invisible Girl gets was not let in, even though it's a pretty busted quirk that she has, but still. So yeah, and pretty much Mineta has come last. As I was like, oh yeah, by the way, nobody's like getting expelled. Like, a bunch of people are like, what? Deku doesn't really care because he knew he'd come first, or he knew inside that he'd come first, or he'd get like top 5, so he didn't really care. But yeah, everybody's like, what? He's like, yeah, it was just a tactical ruse, like just to get you to do your best. As Momo says, yeah, like I thought it was probably obvious. I thought you guys knew. Yes, everybody's like, yeah. As Bakugo just straight flat says, I didn't care. I knew I'd come first. I knew I'd come behind Deku or whatever. I knew I wouldn't get expelled. Everybody's like, yeah, modest much. Anyway, I'm going to end this off here. If you guys enjoyed it, then that's great. Tell me. If you didn't, then well, that's kind of sad. But anyway, hope you guys did enjoy this, and yeah, it's pretty sick.